All right, boy, do we got something fun going on. I'm going to make my own Italian sausage. We're going to make a dish that I don't know what it's called, so have fun guessing. I guess you can skip to the end and go, oh, I know what that dish is. How does he not know what that is? Jeez, he's so dumb. But, anyways, we're starting from the ground up. We're going to get our own pork, which it was like $8 for 4 pounds, which is like literally the amount it costed for 1 pound of Italian sausage. So, it's a lot of work, but we save ourselves quite a bit of money. And I know time is money, but shh, I have Google, so I can ask it any question I want and I don't have to worry about it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is add the ingredients to the bowl. No, we've got a grinder, so we'll do it later. But what I need to do is add all this stuff. So we'll try and chop it around. So I'll try not to talk a whole bunch, maybe. So it says 2 to 3 tablespoons. We'll go for 3. We're crazy here. When I say crazy, I mean we're also adding a bunch of paprika and whatnot, which I think is also hot. Me, I do personally think things are hot. I'm a little baby. I don't know how to handle spice. My poor little American tongue. 2 teaspoons white pepper. Sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. That's what they used on, what was it? Why can't I remember the name of Mythbusters? Sheesh. I don't know. Oh, thank goodness I got everything going right. The white pepper's coming. It's coming for me, but I won't sneeze, I swear. That's right, I can't see anything. I was told the fennel seeds are the star of the dish. Ooh, now after I'm smelling it, yeah, that does remind me a lot of Italian sausage. Now, it says 2 tablespoons Johnny's, but I think that's only because I didn't tell it I was going to be using salt and pepper, so it's probably trying to compensate for my lack of knowledge. So we'll just do 1 tablespoon Johnny's. Whoops, or a little more. Actually, I think that rounded out to be just under a tablespoon, but whatever. 1 tablespoon paprika. Oh, hey, this one doesn't have the lid on it. Ooh. Eh. Bam. Kapow. Cayenne pepper. Doesn't say pepper on here, but I tasted it and I was like, no. Ooh, ah. And when I do, like, when I'm talking about that, I mean, like, it wasn't hot. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't the hot cayenne pepper. And then it took a second and I'm like, oh wait, this is the hot one. Well, I got a couple more. Oregano. 1 tablespoon. Uh-oh. Where does this one go? The cayenne? Hmm. No, it's gotta be the cayenne. Wrong way. Whoops. It was pretty fun, I must admit. We'll see how it turns out, though. Watch it be bad, and I'll be like, boo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now we're just going to have to kind of guess on the salt and everything else, I guess. Do I really want... Nah, I do not want to sit here for this. I'm grabbing the salt. Hold on. Okay. There we go. And then it's a tablespoon pepper, but we'll just... I don't know. I guess we'll just try and match the amount of salt in there. Wait, you guys can't even see? I have it too high for all the other stuff. My bad, my bad. Skip ahead. I said skip ahead. Okay, I'm tired, I'm bored, and I don't want to go through all my video just essentially grinding pepper. Alright, time to bust out the KitchenAid meat grinder. Whoa. You know, this reminds me of like some kind of like, what is that? The key in Kingdom Hearts. Not that I ever played the game. Like I was too dumb to know how to play that game as a kid, and then, you know, by the time I got older, I was on to different games that gave more of a rush than some kind of slow-paced Actually, not being a good reader really kept me away from a lot of classic games, I should say. Or just the inability to understand world maps. I was not a world map kind of person. Anyways, to the pork that we got to cut. Actually, ooh, first we got to do the garlic now that I see it. Yeah, everybody can see this. I crushed it too well. Well, too much, I should say, not too well. Wait, didn't cut the butt. Okay, next up is essentially getting any of the bones out of this pork. Okay, we're going to have to try and keep this kind of together. I should have just got two. I should just get two of these. From now on, I think I'm just going to get two. One for putting the item on that I'm done cutting, and then the other one for the item I am cutting. Wow, so smart. Eventually. Ugh. Whoop. Sorry, I thought I saw something. When I say that, I mean I have so many video issues. I'm scared. I am terrified. Shaking in my boots. Like waiting for the unusual. Just be like, ha! Got him! He wasn't paying attention. Shut off his video. He'll never notice for 10 minutes, and then he'll be like, woohoo! If I was a real pro, I'd like boil the bones after this, but just working on this for now. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. Oh, no. What was that laugh? That's pretty good. Ooh. Ah. Finally done. Actually, do I want to reclaim any of this? No, we'll be okay this time. Okay, so set this over here. Get all the bones on there. Okay. Cool. And then I guess we'll probably have to cut this up into at least small little cubes here. So what I think we'll do is slowly start feeding it to the machine. Okay. Locked and loaded. Okay. Woo! There it goes. Here it comes. I actually tried doing this once and I forgot to put the little blade in there, and it was the worst experience I've had. It was pretty fun. I think this is working out pretty well. More meat. More. Well, I can sit down while I'm doing this? Heck yeah. You know, maybe I won't raise this table. I am going to raise this table, but it's actually pretty convenient leveling for at least sitting. It's almost like you're supposed to sit at desks versus standing at them. I think they actually have a specific name for those desks. They're called standing desks. You know, I think I made these probably a little too big. That's probably what I did wrong. Oh well. We'll figure it out. I mean, we're getting there. We're almost like halfway done, but we'll speed you guys through it. I mean, I should be doing a bunch of edits here, so you're welcome. Okay, it's time to get serious about this. I'm always serious. Kingdom Hearts now activated. Ooh, nice. That's pretty effective. It's super effective. I guess I just said I was serious a second ago, didn't I? But I did it only in a fake serious voice. I guess we should probably mix some of this before it gets too difficult to mix, right? It's falling on my hands. Oh no. You guys can see everything, right? Cool. Maybe we'll bump you up just a touch. Alright, we'll speed you through most of this. Fun. Oh, hey, we're almost done. And by almost done, I mean this is going through one more time after I'm done mixing it because of the garlic cloves and everything. I'd also like some of those chili flakes to get cut up a little better and whatnot. Look at all those seasonings still at the bottom. Sheesh. I wasn't expecting that many to be there, in all honesty. I should not be using this arm for this. I meant this arm to be the one for that, obviously, but things happen. Just be careful. Try not to pork up your shirt and get worms or whatever, you know. I think it'd be pretty tricky to have that happen, but you know, the chances are still above 0. All right, we're going for round 2. Whoa, there goes the knife. Wow. I thought it was gone for sure. I wonder if I can just do this one by hand. Doesn't seem like it. I shouldn't have done this. I don't know what to do actually at this point. Get too many air pockets though, that's the real issue. I'm thinking maybe if I put meat around this Kingdom Hearts key, I'll be able to get it a little better. No, doesn't really seem to help. I can't believe I was thinking I was going to do this like 2 or 3 times. We're done after this. It is annoying. Still cheaper than, I still appreciate saving, what would that be? $21 though. And in case you want to know how that math breaks down, essentially I paid the same amount that it would take for 4 pounds of spicy Italian sausage, and we're doing it like for the cost of 1 pound. You know, actually this might be the play. Just constantly tamping it down from the top here. It's not as fast as if you were to just ram it in, but it just gets air pockets, and it's annoying getting the air pockets. Well, we're at 45 minutes already? Yeesh. Alright, almost there. Ooh. Yeah. Look at all. Can you believe I got this much Italian sausage for $8? And 47 minutes worth of work. And here's the blade I forgot to put on the first time. Turns out these do not work when you don't have the blade that chops it. Wow. Who would have guessed, Daniel? I was like trying to figure out, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this must be a tool for like getting this off. That must be it. That is it. And then like never thought about it again. And then like, I'm like, why isn't it working? Why? And then, you know, finally I'm like, I gotta cut it smaller. Cut it small, still just nothing. I'm like, it must only be for ground beef. And I'm like, it makes no sense, but I guess. It makes no sense, but I guess. And then I pulled it off and saw that the square like fits in there. And I'm like, no, how could I not know that? I was supposed to be smart. No. It's hard finding out you're stupid. Whatever, though. It happens. I learned. Wait, is this actually... Oh, of course it's attached to the shaft. Well, let's just grab this paper towel. Oh, I sure hope that didn't rest against my gross, porky hand. Okay. Well, this whole thing's going to fall if I do that. So there we go. Set that down. Pull this out. Boom. Ta-da. Ta-da. Ooh. Ah. Wow. That's what you guys are here for. That cool inspection. I don't actually know how much this like whole KitchenAid thing costs. I don't even know how much a KitchenAid costs. As if anybody can afford a KitchenAid in this day and age. Oh, I'm broke spending money on video games. Whee! One last good mix. You know, since the garlic probably didn't get mixed in everywhere. Ooh, it smells so garlicky though. It's nice. I wish I could have probably added like 4 more cloves of garlic in all honesty. I love garlic so much. Okay. So there we go. How much Italian sausage did I get for $8? You tell me where you can get this much Italian sausage for $8. Tell me. Tell me right now. In the past? Yeah, okay. Alright, guys. You're pretty funny. Man, we gonna make a little meat snowman. Actually, hold on. We're cutting to it. Okay, and this was the most crucial step of the whole process of making Italian sausage, is your Italian meat sausage man, snowman, at the end. So, just so you know, if it does not look like this after you get done grinding it, you did something wrong. Alright, next step. Oh god. The door's locked. This is now a mission. Okay. When I say locked, I mean it's just closed, but when you got hands like these, it's locked. I'm such a genius. Alright, we're back with the final steps here. Essentially, we're just going to get all of the veggies together. Yeah, so bell pepper, onion, carrot, And I think that's all my brother used, and we're just essentially going what he did because it was so easy. I wanted to learn how to do it. Just so you know, total time so far is about 2 hours, not including going to the store real quick to buy this stuff. So not too bad. Not to mention I got a call from a friend, but you got to keep that as active time. Not for you guys, but like, that's just what happens. You think you're going to cook and things aren't going to come up? Now, I do like these being a little chunkier because they get really tiny once they like shrivel up inside of the oven here. But yeah, so I got all the cleanup done for the something pork. Italian sausage, there we go. I forgot we alchemied it into something completely different. Now, I don't know why people take this little core out. I don't know if that tastes gross to most people, but in all honesty, it seems about the same to me, so I don't know. We'll just do thirds for now just to see, but it seems like this is going to be a little tiny, even with the thirds. And then I want to do the meat last because otherwise I'm going to have to be doing my weird washing my hands thing, and I don't want to deal with it. So we are just going to put the vegetables in first, and then we'll do the meat last. So hopefully that doesn't ruin anything, but I can't imagine why it would. Chop. Whoa! The other cool trick I have is I'll do the onion last because normally I like to do the onion first because I know how to cut them. I'm like, wait, why would I want to do the onion first? It's just going to end up putting all those little like flakes everywhere, and I'm not gonna want that. Okay. It always scares me cutting towards my fingers. That's why they say cut away from yourself, but can't do it. Yarr! I guess I just want to cut myself or something. Woo! These are going to shrink up so much that it's going to feel like they don't exist after this, so I'm really not too worried about it, even though it looks like they're taking up most of that. I should also really started the oven, but I'm just going to stop you guys and you'll be fine. You won't know the difference. Not like lights coming in. You can't actually tell any time of day right now. Boy, I thought I was going to use the rest of these carrots, but we're going to... yeah, we'll use the rest of the carrot. We're just going for it. We're going all out. Maybe we won't use these weird little tip ends of them. I don't know. We'll see. Now we'll cut these in half, though. Anyways, we'll get you back after we're done chopping these up. Yeah, you can tell they really aren't the cleanest. I'm going to have to wash them off, but... I mean, I'll still teleport you through that as well. Bye. Alright. Get these all added. Just kind of drop them wherever, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Rate how even they are down in the comments. Or not, because it'll hurt my feelings knowing I did a bad job. Obviously not. Hurt my feelings. Do it! Okay. I'm about to start working with the onion, so you'll get the thematic crying as well. It'll feel like you really hurt my feelings. I hate dealing with the skins here. It's like, in other words, like I hate having the dry flaky all over the place. Like, just please get out of my way. I know I'm gonna still have some on the cutting board, but like if we can at least minimize it. Thank you for minimizing. All right, let's see. Awesome. I'm almost done. You can wait. I'm not editing this. I can do it in time. So I think the real trick here is that I'm going to want to cut them pretty big because, again, it's going to shrink up quite a bit. And I think we can deal with that one. Normally I like taking the outer whatever that was is gone. Normally I like taking the outer layer off of an onion, but I mean that's technically the biggest portion of it, so I try to leave it on. I get so excited when I find an onion that has just the thinnest outer layer that's still oniony, you know what I'm talking? It's not like quite flake yet. Boy, I think we'll do one of these in half and one of these in a third and see how it turns out. So probably like that, I'd assume. And it's kind of kind of the butt of the onion, but again, this is why I like taking this part off, because I bet the rest of this will turn pretty light and fluffy. Oh, I almost landed in my cat's food. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if cats can taste onion, but she not going to be happy about it. And then this one will half. See how that one turns out. Awesome. Awesome. Possum. I guess maybe we should, again, I'm just going to put all the meats on top so I do not have to worry about, washing my hands. Cool, doors open. Look how I think ahead after dealing with problems. I mean, I guess it wasn't that big of a problem, was it? I dealt with it pretty good, if I do say so myself. This is kind of nice. I'm getting hungry. What time is it? It's 10:30. I think I started everything right around 6:45 is when I started walking to the store. I probably said that already. And then got the pork for like, what was that? This is literally like $8 for 4 pounds. $2 a pound. It was awesome. Okay. Yeah, I don't want these to be so together. Okay. I'm going to start crying now. Somebody made a mean comment. As if I get more than like 3 comments ever. Also, sorry if I never go back to the old videos and see if you responded to me. I don't look. I'm so sorry. I like literally, if it told me about it, I would. Like, it tells me all the new comments, so. But I don't have the time to like go back and be like, oh, there's somebody's message? No. Because I'm starting to actually get a lot of videos. Before it was just like, well, I can go through all 20 of my videos. And now it's just like, I can't go through all like 40 of them. Oh, I guess this one's a lot bigger. So, oopsie. Maybe I should have put the majority of the onions over here. But my bad. Okay. I think what we're going to want to do is... I'm just going to have to wash my hands once because I'm going to want to put these seasonings on. But what I'm going to do for now is just get the lids off of them at least. Even though I'm still going to come back and do it. I just want the lids off ahead of time. Why am I here for this? I should have edited you past this point. Okay, let's go. I'm thinking chicken first. Lay the chicken down. And then we'll put the Italian sausage over it. How dull is this knife? This needs to be sharpened. This is a dull knife. I guess we could sink them in here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just sink them in. Get all the goodies around them. Oh, the crying's. It's starting. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. And 2, 4, 6 maybe. Probably do like one less in this one and one more in that one is what I'm probably going to say. I don't really have any rhyme or reason for swapping it up this way and not the other way. Just to see maybe which one turns out better. You gotta switch it up a little bit so you know what you like and what you don't like. Get out of here! You're going on top. I'm just tactical onion on top. I am God here. I can do anything I want, aside from probably a lot of stuff, but. We won't go over the things I can't do. We'll only go over the things I can do. Okay. 2, 4. Yeah, and we'll do one more in here. Awesome. That one we'll just keep there. And now it's time for the Italian sausage, which we are using 2 pounds of it. Because, 1 pound felt a little tiny when my brother made it. So, boom. I don't actually know exactly how we're going to be doing this, but... We'll just keep pinching and putting places, fill in the spots. It's like an artist. You gotta have that balance. Wait, look at that. How'd that make it through the... What? Wow, look at that. I don't know how that garlic made... It must have been in there swirling around. But anyway, it's still gonna be good. It's gonna be great. I thought it was gonna be more ground up than that. It smells so good, just so you know. Like, the seasoning from the Italian sausage is like, whoa. I don't know how it tastes yet, but it's awesome. And I screenshot what, Gemini told me, so if I ever want to do this again, I actually know the perfect ratios for everything. Okay, let's see. Man, this other one's going to be, like, it's going to have so much on it. Should I, like, try and shove it into little corners and stuff? I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe I shouldn't leave all of it on top, is what I'm trying to think. Okay, and since we did one half, we'll skip you through this other portion. Okay, and I mean, I'm not going to be able to do the pepper, but I actually kept a hand free, so I think you just kind of run the oregano. My brother said you just kind of put some on there. I don't know how much, in all honesty. We're just gonna go wild with it. Wow, look at this man's free. He has no concerns. Wait, why did I not? There you go. Now you know what I'm doing. Basil. I don't know how much basil, but we'll just. Wow, wow. This man would have been a free range chicken if he was an animal. Not in the sense like just free range is what I was going for. But whoa. I didn't do this on this side yet. I don't think, right? And if I did, it wasn't large enough. Okay. And then this other one's going to be a bit of a kick. So we won't try. It's gonna even out, right, in the oven. Woo. Okay, there we go. And now I'm gonna wash my hands so I can salt and pepper it. Well, technically I could do the salt without it because it's a. Okay, last but not least, a pepper. Whoa. I don't know how much pepper to use. I could honestly just keep going though. It's not a problem for me. Aside from how tired my arm gets after a while. That is the one issue with this thing, is it sometimes does not like staying on. Oh, I should have... Dang it, why am I so bad at my job? I got like one thing to do, which is show you what I'm up to. Of course, I think I skipped you almost pretty much to this point, so... Ha! Saved myself. Okay, well, when the machine's done, I'm done. A little more pepper, though. Now, we're going to see you after my oven heats up to 450 and I put these bad boys in for an amount of time. I'll let you know later, I guess. How did I forget the potatoes? Oh, I didn't forget. Like, I was about to put them in and I'm like, huh. And I'm like, potatoes. I'm so dumb. But don't worry. We saved it just in time. Most of these potatoes have kind of gone bad, though, which is a little disappointing. I think we'll do some of these big chunks and then some of them smaller. All right, let's see. And then I'm just not going to salt or pepper them. I know I could do it ahead of time right now, but we won't do that. I guess we'll do the skirt. We'll do the perimeter with the potatoes first and work our way into the middle. Okay. Yeah, I'm not having the most hope that it's going to actually fit all these potatoes, but their clock has run out. It's either now or never, so we'll see how many we can get. If we get all of them, great. If we get not all of them, great. We still got them before they went bad, so that's cool. Should probably shove some of them down because I don't want all the potatoes to be burnt while everything else isn't done yet, but hopefully they can handle it. They've got a lot of moisture or something like that. It's going to be potatoed, but, oh man, did I slightly touch a piece of chicken there? Shh, nobody saw it. Nobody felt it. I'm going to forget, and you'll forget. Besides, I'm about to start washing everything anyways. Clean up time after this while I'm waiting for it to bake. Hopefully I got everything going. I think I did. Alright, cool. Well, we got all the potatoes in here. Hopefully they're all good. And if they aren't, then hopefully they don't add a bad flavor. And if they do, I'll let you guys know. But I have no taste buds anyways. Plus I'm getting so hungry, it's going to taste good regardless. Alright, bye! Ta-da! And now we're not going to be able to eat it until it cools off in like, what do you think, 10, 20 minutes? I'll still get it for the temperature. Just make sure. No, they were 200. I was checking them like 6 minutes ago before they even came out of the oven. I was checking them. 200 degrees. I doubt one of them somehow sneaked its way into being 35 degrees cooler than the rest of them. So We're good. I'm just gonna wait for these babies to cool down. And just so you know, it's been like started at what 6:47, and now it's 12:13. Probably have to wait until 12:47 for them to cool. A total of 6 hours, but I did a lot of other stuff in between that, just so you know. Anyways, all right, we are back. It's still pretty warm, but I think we're just gonna have to give it a try. I think this is probably the one that was. Well, no, we already got people trying to escape. And then just so you know, I got some pointers. My brother's just like, oh, you're gonna actually want to grab those vegetables and toss them in the what was it, the basil or whatever. Essentially, the ingredients we use to like, sprinkle over the top. Apparently, you want to put those in a bowl with everything, and then what you want to do is toss it with olive oil and stuff for even cooking. But we hit it up with some Pam or whatever while it was cooking, so hopefully it got evenly cooked here. What else? I think we're pretty good on everything. I think we got all the goodies. Okay, let's give it a shot here. I might have actually already had some, so just pre-warning you. I need to make sure you can see me. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So, I had some of the Italian sausage. This sausage is hot. I'm going to say hot. I don't mean physically. I mean, it burns after you eat it. But we'll give it a combo taste here. Carrot's pretty good. Potatoes good, even though they were really soft and sad. We brought them back to life before they're done for forever. The spiciness of the Italian sausage definitely starts to pick up after a minute. It really adds to the flavor of everything. Let's see here. The real interesting thing to note is all the stuff on top. The stuff down here is really good, but like the bell pepper came out soggy. So maybe it's a good topping, so it dries out a little more. It gets kind of crispy like the potatoes, I'm assuming. The potatoes probably could have gone down towards the bottom and soak up a lot of that juice. Carrots are great at the bottom. I think it's mainly those bell peppers that are kind of like watery and wet. Like, they're not that great. I mean, they're definitely good, but like they should be crispier. Like if they had a little bit of that black top like the potatoes, they'd probably be perfect. And the potatoes are thick enough, I think they would have got it regardless of where they were at. So, a couple things I could do better. A couple things to think about. Let's see here. Let me try the chicken with everything here. I'm a little scared because I checked it and it was still at like 165. Worst place to bite into it. I mean, it's moist. It's good, moist chicken. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem that impressive. Eating the chicken with the other veggies is pretty good, though. It's juicy. It's moist, but, other than that, which, I love baked chicken, by the way. All right. So there you have it. Before we get out of here, though, I guess they're cooled down enough. Let's go over cost. So, potatoes we saved from the grave, so we won't even count those. Ground beef, what am I saying? Pork, $8 that we turned into our own Italian sausage, which was essentially time. So $8, but still took, we'll say 2 hours. Chicken was like 7 something. I think it was like $7.22 for the chicken. So what is that? We're about $15. Carrots we saved from the grave as well, but carrots, $3 we'll say. Bell pepper, I mean bell peppers aren't cheap, so that was like $3. So where are we at? Like $21. Onion, $22, $23. And then let's see here. Okay, fine. The potatoes we'll say like $2. So there you have it. I don't know what the total is over there, but that's what we've got. So not bad. And then it took almost exactly 6 hours. But again, that was messy, and I bet if I was doing this by myself and I didn't have to talk to anybody and it was all me and I had another chance, I bet I could half this time easy. So there you have it. All right. I'm actually a little surprised at how costly it is thinking about it, but I mean, let's be honest. This is $23. I mean, you mess up at McDonald's, you end up spending twice that amount. I mean, this will actually feed. Well, let's not get into teenage boys. They're dumpsters. I'm not even going there. But as far as normal people go, who aren't growing, I mean, this feeds probably, even if we're being generous, 8 people for $25. Wow. Or it can feed you 8 days for, actually, I don't, technically, they'd probably be like, it's not safe after, let's see here. What is it? It's like even like 5 days usually, but I swear, like, I know someone who eats this would eat this like 2 weeks later and be fine, but probably a little dangerous. I wouldn't recommend that. Anyways, I won't keep this wrap up going too long, but yeah, that's really fair. What is that? What if you hold on? I just need to do it per day. So if we consider it 8 servings, which oh my god, that's still a lot. So 8 servings, each serving is essentially $3. So I mean that's not bad. That's okay. Maybe I'm trying to reason with myself because like the idea of $25 is a lot, but I mean shoot, normally the normally the ground Italian sausage was going to cost that much. So literally the savings we made on the Italian sausage paid for the rest of this dish. So I'm just saying. All right, you guys have a good one. Have fun. Hopefully you enjoy me being a cheapskate and hopefully making pretty good food. But we'll come back with you. We'll come back with you. We'll come back at you with another one. There you go.